set out to create something wonderful. Something beautiful.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 female directors to look out for in 2021.
Other people tend to ignore their narratives. I don't like other people very much.
But you're glad you did it all right. Of course. What are you gonna do, nothing?
You're special, Ree. You have a talent they call genius.
For this list, we'll be looking at some great female directors whose past success has us very excited about their future projects. We'll be focusing mostly on directors who have movies in the works or films set for release in 2021. Which director and film are you most looking forward to? Number 10, Olivia Wilde. A lot of actors try their hand at directing, and it doesn't always go as well. Olivia Wilde was a notable exception with her 2019 directorial debut, Booksmart.
Name one person whose life was so much better because they broke a couple of rules.
Picasso.
He broke art rules. Name a person who broke a real rule.
Rosa Parks.
Name another
Susan B. Anthony.
one. God damn it.
The film garnered plenty of critical acclaim, as well as earning Wilde an Independent Spirit Award for Best First Feature. And next up for director Wilde is Don't Worry Darling, a film starring Florence Pugh and Olivia's current beau Harry Styles. We don't have much info about the plot of the film yet, and no release date has been announced.
Nothing more exciting or daunting than the blank page. One of the books I'm thinking about doing is a book of quotes. Nothing more daunting or exciting than the blank page.
Fans were hoping to see it in 2021, however, current reports now have it coming out in early 2022.
I feel like at its heart, it's a relationship movie, and that's the kind of story I'm interested in telling, so I want to find a different type of relationship and tell that story.
Number 9, Lisa Joy.
I know, I'm sorry it's late.
We have time for one more job.
Lisa will see her feature film directorial debut, Reminiscence, hit the big screen on August the 20th, 2021, starring Hugh Jackman, Rebecca Ferguson, and Thandie Newton. The science fiction film has Jackman playing a man who offers people the chance to relive any memory from their past.
There wasn't a lot to look forward to. So people began looking back. Nothing is more addictive than the past.
While this might be her first time directing a movie, Joy's no stranger to top-notch science fiction. She was a co-creator, writer, and executive producer of the multiple Emmy Award-winning Westworld on HBO. Joy also directed an episode of the show in season 2.
You wanted me to play your game. I'm gonna play it to the bone.
And you still don't understand the real game we're playing here.
Number 8, Naomi Kawase.
I'm here today with Naomi Kawase. As well, Momo, our translator. Thank you so much to both of you for being with us.
She may not be a household name in North America, but filmmaker Naomi Kawase is Japan's most awarded female director.
The events, even in reality, in our daily lives, happen. But what is important, and what I'm trying to describe or depict in my films, is the way that people attach certain emotions to those events.
She was also selected to make the official documentary of the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, moved to 2021 due to the pandemic, of course. Though she has primarily worked in the documentary genre, her last film was the 2020 drama True Mothers. The movie showed at both Cannes and the Toronto Film Festival and was Japan's entry for Best International Feature at the Oscars. This woman is one to watch, with the upcoming Olympic documentary and beyond.
なぜだかわからないけど、ここに映画がやってきたんです。私はその役割をまた新しい人とのつながりに変えたいと思いました。
Number 7, Haifa al-Mansour. Haifa al-Mansour isn't just a female Saudi Arabian director. She's the first female Saudi Arabian filmmaker.
I carry that the title with a lot of pride, but this is, I think, the most important thing is to make something because you want, there is some kind of a personal satisfaction, and for me it gave me a voice.
Her debut feature film Wajda, which she wrote and directed, came out in 2012, earning lots of praise and attention for al-Mansour and for Saudi filmmaking.
I wanted to bring a very authentic slice of life from Saudi, and to participate in what is happening, opening the country up a little and creating this atmosphere of tolerance, of celebrating art, where things and change can be possible and can happen.
The movie would become the first ever Saudi Arabian movie submitted for the Best Foreign Language Oscar, and she followed that up with 2017's Mary Shelley, and in 2018 directed Napoli Ever After for Netflix.
Hey, I thought Common made ball sexy, but he ain't got nothing on you. You like it?
Yes, it's so good.
The bomb.
Speaking of Netflix, Al-Mansour is currently working on the Netflix movie The Selection, based on the popular young adult book series by Kira Cass. Number 6, Sian Heder. In 2015, Heder directed her first film, Tallulah, starring Elliot Page and Alison Janney.
God, my furniture, what have you done?
I put out newspapers.
No, these are my things. You have no right to touch them.
The film, released in 2016, was nominated for a Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Film Festival and had its streaming rights bought up by Netflix. Cut to 2021, and her next film, Coda, which she wrote and directed, also plays at Sundance, but this time she wins the Grand Jury Prize.
All that I need to get by.
Also, her film was again bought by a popular streaming service. This time, it was Apple, who picked it up for $25 million, which, by the way, is a record prize for the festival. Coda will premiere in theatres and on Apple TV Plus on August the 13th. Definitely no sophomore slump for Sian.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
Number 5, Liesl Tommy. Liesl was born in Cape Town, South Africa, during the time of the apartheid, and her status as a non-white person saw her forced to deal with racism and segregation.
But that force to survive, the force to thrive is something that cannot be squashed from the human condition.
Her family moved to the States when she was 15, and it was soon thereafter that she discovered the theatre. In 2016, she became the first woman of colour to be nominated for a Tony Award for Best Direction of a Play. She has directed some television over the years, including episodes of The Walking Dead and Jessica Jones.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter. Get out of here. Go.
Did you fly here or something? You need a ride?
I have a ride.
But 2021 looks to be big for Tommy. Her first film, the Aretha Franklin biopic Respect, hits theatres in August.
Have you lost your mind?
Maybe I found it.
I believe I have the chills.
She's also been hired to direct the movie adaptation of Trevor Noah's autobiography Born a Crime. Number 4, Emerald Fennell. Fennell is a very talented Jill of all trades. She's an actress who many will recognise as Camilla Parker Bowles in the Netflix drama The Crown.
Darling, you really know nothing, do you? You need a proper Fred tutorial.
She was also an award-nominated writer and showrunner on the great crime spy thriller Killing Eve. Then, in 2020, Fennell made a big splash with her directorial debut, Promising Young Woman.
Careful.
No, you be careful. I'm not the only one who does this. And some of the other girls, they're really all crazy.
The black comedy thriller, which Emerald wrote and produced as well as directed, earned her Best Picture and Best Director Oscar nominations, and scored her a win for the Best Original Screenplay. As for what's next for this promising young director, she's currently signed on to write Zatanna, part of the DC Extended Universe. They haven't yet set a director though, but Fennell's definitely got our vote.
Would you be open to directing it if they asked you to?
Do you know what? I'm going to be a little slime ball, and I'm not even going to answer that question.
Number 3, Regina King. If Beale Street could talk, it would tell you that Regina King has won an Academy Award and 4 Emmys.
And no, I ain't lost my mind. We are drinking to new life.
While we all know her primarily for her work in front of the camera in TV and movies, she's been honing her skills behind the camera for years now. She got her first chance to sit in the director's chair in 2013 on an episode of her own show Southland.
Just even approaching it was like, how is this going to be interesting? But I think it came off really well.
Since then, she's directed numerous episodes of television, but it was her feature directorial debut with 2020's One Night in Miami that made everybody stand up and take notice.
Tell me how it's not empowerment. Everybody talks about they want a piece of the pie. Well, I don't. I want the goddamn recipe.
She's since signed on to direct the adaptation of the comic book Bitter Root, a monster story set in 1924 Harlem. Number 2, Nia DaCosta. In 2017, there were very few people in Hollywood who knew who DaCosta was, as her credits were bare aside from a couple of short films. Then came 2018 and her feature film directorial debut, Little Woods.
I forgot to be scared, because I liked it too much.
The Western crime thriller earned her the Nora Ephron Prize at the Tribeca Film Festival and is rocking a 96% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, may I add. So if DaCosta isn't a household name yet, she soon will be. Her next film is the 2021 horror film Candyman, a sequel to the 1992 movie.
Horror is a really effective tool when it comes to telling stories about things that impact us on a social level. The very function of it is to make you uncomfortable. And I think if that discomfort is attached to explorations of race or gender, you have to then reconcile your feelings about race and gender.
She's also been hired to helm the MCU film The Marvels, making her the youngest director of a Marvel movie. And speaking of Marvel movies and female directors, let's not forget Kate Shortland, who directed 2021's Black Widow.
Hey, you take care of yourself, okay? Don't worry, I got this. I know.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Robin Wright, an award-winning actress whose directorial debut Land comes out in 2021.
I want to notice more. Notice everything around me.
Melanie Laurent, the French actress and director's second English production Nightingale, is in post-production.
Je suis française. Nous respectons les réalisateurs dans notre pays.
Rebecca Hall, the Prestige actress' debut film Passing, will be on Netflix in 2021.
Is it the masterpiece, the great trick?
No. The world is not ready for that one yet.
Jane Campion. She's the only female Palme d'Or winner, and her film The Power of the Dog comes out in 2021.
The strange thing is, I don't think myself silent. That is because of my piano.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. Her parents are filmmakers, and she'll make her directorial debut with The Lost Daughter.
I think there's something aggressive about it. And erotic.
To you, everything is erotic.
Everything is erotic.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Chloe Zhao. When a director wins Academy Awards for both Best Director and Best Picture, that person is obviously somebody to pay attention to. Even more so when that director is only the second woman to be so honored and the first woman of color.
I just love what I do. You know, I just really love it. And if this means more people like me get to live their dreams and get to do what I do, I'm happy.
While Chloe's previous 2 films had received lots of attention on the independent film circuit, 2020's Nomadland raised her profile in Hollywood and internationally.
It's like my dad used to say, what's remembered lives.
Unfortunately, news of her success was censored in China, the country of her birth, most likely due to critical comments she's made in the past. However, in 2021, we will all be looking for Zhao's production of another film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, The Eternals, which she directed and co-wrote.
I think Marvel I think this film is I think they took a big risk with this one. I think they're going to surprise you. I hope so.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.